Court is in session and calls number 331502, case of style state of Texas versus Bob D. James. Mr. James, is that your full name?
Bob Dwayne James.
Okay, how are you doing, Mr. James?
I'm doing all right. How you?
All right, Mr. James, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. James, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. James, you may put your hand down. Mr. James, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Langston Adams. Attorney Adams, how are you doing?
Doing well, Judge.
Mr. Adams, do you waive a record in Mr. James' case?
Yes, sir.
Mr. James, I have before me an information that alleges that on or about December 12th of 2021, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed to Class B misdemeanor offense of failure to identify a fictitious name. Mr. James, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, how did you plead? Guilty, not guilty, no contest?
Guilty.
Now, Mr. James, are you pleading? Hold on a minute. Mr. James, I have before me a document that's signed with some initials BJ on a line that's titled nolo contendere, which means no contest. Are you pleading no contest or are you pleading guilty?
No contest.
Now, Mr. James, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Sir.
Are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
No, I don't, sir. I don't want to play contest charges.
Okay. Now, Mr. James, I also have before me a document that is titled misdemeanor plea admonishment. I also labeled as State's Exhibit number 1 on page 2 of this document. There is a set of initials BJ on the line that's titled nolo contendere, which means no contest. Mr. James, did you put your initials on this document?
Yes, sir, I did.
On page 3 of the same document, there's a signature above the line that's titled defendant. Did you sign this document?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. James, did you also sign a document that is titled trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal?
Yes, sir.
And at the top of this document, there are 2 boxes that's checked. The first box states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box states that you're waiving your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. James, did you also sign a document on paper out there that is titled discovery certification on yesterday when your attorney signed you up?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. James, before you signed and initialed these documents, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you understand everything that he went over?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. State, I have before me States Exhibit 1 and 2. State, you like to offer States 1 and 2?
Yes, Your Honor. State offer States 1 and 2.
Any objections?
No.
No objections. States 1 and 2 are admitted. Mr. Adams, you've advised and counsel Mr. James, is there any evidence that he's currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No.
Mr. James, your attorney, Mr. Adams, is advised and counsel you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided fully effective and competent legal representation? Has he provided? Okay, now, Mr. James, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers was freely and voluntarily given. I'll also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
Your Honor, in exchange for the defendant's plea of no contest in this case, the state is recommending confinement in the Jefferson County Jail for a period of 10 days, Your Honor. We're asking that the court give your defendant credit for the 10 days previously spent in jail, making this a time-served plea agreement, Your Honor. And lastly, we're asking that the court use the time served to both tax and retire the court costs.
Okay, Mr. James, the state is offering that you serve 10 days in Jefferson County Jail. You will not have to serve any more time in Jefferson County Jail because you've already served 10 days in Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for time served. The court cost in this case is $342, but you will not have to pay the $342 because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Mr. James, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. James, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. James, this will conclude your case. If you do not have anything else holding you in today, you should be getting out today. And you can follow the bailiff and you have a blessed day.
I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'll lunch with you.
All right.
All right.
Okay,